I love this place. The problem is we get so busy we don't take the time to experience everything this place has to offer.
Okay. Whoa, what does that mean? What do I do?
Just set it down.
Just drop it down?
Uh-huh.
Shazam! Do we put any like special stuff on it? Actually, if I didn't have jeans on, I probably could go all the way down. Whoa, whoa. Ow, I'm nervous. Pull. I hit that thing. Yeah! Let me try some of that. You gotta get kind of Picasso with it. I can feel my lungs closing up. Now, is there normally somebody there to help you put this on?
No. And the loser does dishes.
Oh,
that's kind of how it's
you got something?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My name is Noah. Come with me and let's explore a little bit of my hometown of San Diego. San Diego is beautiful and famous for a lot of things, but probably nothing more than the world-famous San Diego Zoo. If you're like me, you've been to the zoo more times than you can count. But every year, the place gets bigger and better, and it's been a while since my last visit, so I thought I'd check in to see what's new at the zoo. Inside, my daughter Olivia and I met the San Diego Zoo's ambassador Rick Schwartz, who led us through the Fern Canyon Trail to our first stop, the giant pandas.
Noah, welcome to Panda Canyon. Here at the San Diego Zoo, we're very well known for our giant pandas. And right beside us here is Sue Lin, 4-year-old female that was born right here at the zoo.
So how many pandas do you guys have here?
Right now we have a total of 5 pandas, but eventually it's going to go down to 4 because Sue Lin is scheduled to go back to China pretty soon. What happens in an effort to keep the gene population as diverse as possible, we trade pandas back and forth with China. The pandas that are born here will go into their breeding population there, and eventually these pandas will experience re-release back into the bamboo rainforest. Here, we always tell our guests, if you want to see pandas, come see them in the morning. 2 reasons. One, they're active in the morning. Pandas are very well known for eating bamboo and also for sleeping. Because bamboo doesn't offer a lot of calories, there's not a lot of energy. So with that, they're going to eat or sleep, one of the two. Usually eating happens like we're seeing right now in the morning. Plus, the lines do get kind of long because they are very popular. So if you want to see them, come first thing in the morning. You're going to see them active and having fun.
From the pandas, we headed over to Polar Bear Plunge to get an up-close look at some seriously large animals.
Here we have a series of statues. This little guy here, 30 days old, represented by the eyes being open and the ears just coming away from the skull.
Okay.
This guy over here, just about to my chest in height, 2.5-year-old cub. So would still be with mom at this time. You know, she's showing them the ropes at this time too on how to hunt. This big guy here, same size as Kaluk, our male here at the zoo. 10 feet 1 inch.
No.
Life size to spec, yep. So you stand next to him and you really get an idea.
He's huge. Wow. And that's the same size in here?
Same size as Kaluk, our male that lives here at the San Diego Zoo.
Rick introduced us to lead trainer Joanne, who I noticed was holding lettuce and a blue ball.
It's part of our enrichment program that we do just to have them have fun and our guests see what polar bears do. He likes to throw these and toss them, and they all like to wrestle with them, so we'll see what happens. Kaluk! Hey, buddy!
There's Kaluk right there. So right now, the bears are getting some enrichment. You know, polar bears are very smart animals. They're very curious animals. And so what you're seeing right here is one of our enrichment tosses. We'll put enrichment throughout the area for them when they first come out, or we'll do midday tosses like this. It's not scheduled, so our guests will hopefully get a chance to see it. It does happen, though, every day because we want to keep them engaged.
Here comes the big boy.
Here comes Kaluk. We have Takik right up front. Takik's brother, who's also 9, is Kaluk. Here he comes. Put your hand up here. Look at this.
I didn't know they were that big.
So like I said next to that statue, you know, you kind of get an idea how big they are here, but when you're this close, then you really know. Yeah.
It was amazing how the bears responded to the balls, even displaying a natural stalking and attack behavior.
Whoa! Wow!
It was great hanging out at Polar Bear Plunge, but now we wanted to head across the park to the Children's Zoo. So Rick said the best way to do that was up in the air.
Noah, this is our Skyfari here at the San Diego Zoo. It is the quickest way to get from the east side to the west side, or vice versa, across the zoo. So if you come in the morning, hang a left, and you can get on Skyfari, come out right away and see our polar bears or elephant odyssey, or if you spent the day walking through the zoo and you find yourself over by polar bears and you want to get back to the front of the zoo, this is the quickest way. Everything out this direction, you have a great view of downtown San Diego and Balboa Park, but then of course you're flying over one of the most beautiful zoos in the nation. We have pandas straight down over here, further up gorillas, and then of course just all the tropical trees we have here in San Diego.
The view up here was awesome. As we exited Skyfari and entered the children's zoo, we got right to the point.
This is Agra, and she's an Indian-crested porcupine. And what you're seeing here, April having her out on leash for walkabout, this happens every day here in the children's zoo. We have animals walking around all the time, especially in the afternoons. And so this is an opportunity for our guests to get up close and personal, not only with the animal that you would normally see perhaps behind a glass or across a moat, but also an opportunity to talk to April, her keeper, and about how you train a porcupine to walk on leash and kind of get that kind of information too. Well, Noah, right now we're in the world-famous petting paddock. And what's world-famous about this is we get guests who come in here with their grandkids saying, can I still ride the tortoise or pet the baby lion? Back in the day, this area was where you could come pet baby lions, ride a Galapagos tortoise, feed baby camels, whatever the case may be. Now, of course, we don't do that any longer. We do have our goats and our sheep in here, though, that you can still come in. It's one of the only places at the zoo you can come in, touch and handle and just be so close to these animals right here in their own enclosure.
Also within the children's zoo is a place called Spineless Marvels, or better known as the Insect House.
Well, these are our leafcutter ants, and it's a very unique and exciting exhibit to see here at the zoo, because not only do you get to see what happens here on top as they bring the leaf material to the opening of the colony and down into the chambers, but if you notice, all this material you see in here that's kind of that gray color, we didn't put that there. That is what the ants actually do with the leaf material. They don't eat the leaves, they harvest them and farm and use it to grow this fungus.
No way.
This fungus is their food, and that's actually what they'll survive off of. And scientists have found the species of leafcutter ants actually consume more plant material, if you will, than any other species in the rainforest. So imagine if we lost this species, how that would drastically change everything in the rainforest. In fact, all ecosystems really depend a lot on insects and bugs. Without them, many scientists believe the Earth would completely stop existing as we know it within 3 weeks. So pretty fascinating.
Wow.
I have a newfound appreciation for bugs. While at the zoo, there's many ways you can see the park. You can grab a map and walk it, or take the bus tour, which is nice, or meet up with Lynn for a tour called the Inside Look, where you get to go behind the scenes and see the park in a whole different way.
Noah, this place back here is simply what we call our bedroom area. The bedroom area is an area where the animal is when they're not on public display, and since tigers are solitary, we're not going to have all of our tigers on public display at the same time. So this shoot where you can hear Denai talking to us, she's a real talky girl, this is simply a transfer shoot. So this is the way we get her from the public display to a bedroom, from the bedroom to the public display.
Okay.
So she doesn't live in here. This is simply
look at
to
her.
get her to and fro.
Okay. She's beautiful. How big is she?
She weighs 170 pounds. Wow. She's a small cat. This is as big as she will ever be.
Okay.
She's not a big cat. The big cats are the Siberians, and they can weigh about 3 times the size of Denai.
It was amazing to be that close to an animal so big and so wild.
She's beautiful. Look at her. Oh, she saw something over there. She sees somebody over there. Did you see that?
After we left Denai, Lynn took us on a feeding frenzy.
Here he comes. Look at him. Whoa. Hang on. Wow. That's cool. How many of these are in their neck?
7.
7 of
Just
these, huh?
7.
7 of these in your neck.
That's right.